Hello and welcome. So I hope that you've been liking my life coaching videos that I've done so far. As I'm now doing my 2022 project, which is all life coaching tools and information, blogs, and I'm also putting a little printable together for you to help you have a better year and a better life. So if you'd like to go over to my blog called everyonecanbuildacastle.com, you will see that I've written some blogs for my life coaching program I've created, and I hope that you enjoy reading them, and thank you for the likes on that site I received so far. Your feedback does mean the world to me, and so thank you for spending the time reading my blogs and being part of my community. So today I want to do a different video. It's my all about books video. I wanted to try and do this monthly, but due to my son got chicken pox and these holidays, I just didn't get around to filming it. But I thought I'd film all about books today. So the book I finished since my last all about books video is this book. This is called My Dear, I Wanted to Tell You, and it's based around the First World War. And basically, it's based on a lady called Nadine, a lady called Julia, and a guy named Porfoy and Riley. And at first, it took a while for me to get into, but I'm glad I finished it. It was a really good story. It was a bit like a love story, but then the main character gets hurt and feels ashamed that because he's been hurt that he can't have a relationship with the woman he loves, and they exchange letters and communicate, but then he says he doesn't want to see her because of the injury he's faced. And I love reading books about these times because there's so many fantastic stories I've read over the years I've been in this world about the war, which included that war. And it's not that I like war; it's just that I like reading stories about that time of life and about how it was so different back then. And so it was a really good book. And I read it back, and it shows a letter that they've written, and it says, "My dear, I want to tell you before any telegram arrives that I was admitted to 36 Casualty Clearing Station on August 25th with a slight wound in my, I didn't say. I am now comfortably in bed with the best of surgeons and sisters to do all that is necessary for me. I will write and tell you how I get on, but don't write here as I expect to leave the base shortly." And it's basically, part of it is letters that they've written to each other. And it's just and then Julia is married to one of the soldiers that Riley, his main character, gets to know. And it kind of is all connected as you go through the story. Very cleverly written, because it did there at one point, couldn't put it down. So I'm glad I found this book. I buy my books from charity shops. I don't really. Sometimes I would treat myself to one from Waterstones or and other stores, but I really like this book, and it is a really good story. So that's what I'm finishing. If I had to give it a 10, I would give it an 8 because I did get kind of lost of who was who in the book. But then, as I say, as I kept reading, it all connected together. So it was actually a really good book. It just got a little bit confusing in parts. But anyway, so that's the book that I read this time. When I'm finished, I'm still reading this book that I haven't finished yet, but I'm working on it, and it's His Eminence Gwalawa Dr. Hampa, how do I say that right? The Restful Mind, a new way of thinking, a new way of life. And it just talks about different things you could do to help you have such a busy head and mind with everything going on. And I've read about that much in the book so far, and I've used past notes to bookmark the book. But I will continue to read this book. because it talks about different meditations you could do, and I really enjoy reading this, but I read it sort of when I can before I go to bed, because by the time I go to bed some days, because I'm travelling a lot, I don't always get around to reading 2 books at a time. So, but I'm still reading that, and then I've got this book from a charity shop that I had in my stash in Epsom, and I found I wanted to read it, and it's called, because I had type 2 diabetes. I found this charity shop, thought it, and it was only like £2.49, and it basically talks about having type 2 diabetes and how to stop diabetes, and so I found that, and I really wanted to give it a read. So I'll be looking to reading that, this year, along with this book, The Things We Cannot Say, which I've got in the works. They do some brilliant deals on books. It's a UK store, and it's basically it's about let me read some of it. 2019, life changed beyond recognition for Alice when her son Eddie was born, an autism spectrum disorder. She must do everything to support him, but at what cost to her family? When her cherished grandmother is hospitalised, a hidden box of mementos reveals a tattered photo of a young man, a tiny shoe, and a letter. Her grandmother begs Alice to return to Poland to see what became of those she held dearest. And again, it's based around the war. I didn't realise that. World War II. And yes, I'm really looking forward to reading that. But at the moment, I've started to read this book. It's called The Way I Thought of You. Again, from a charity shop. And we'll read the back. It's called The Way I Thought of You by Rosie Allison. And I've read about that much already of the book. And I read it was a travel on bus from waiting for my son to return to school. And especially I read it to you. So in the 31st August 1939, the world is on the brink of war. As Hitler prepares to invade Poland, thousands of children are evacuated from London to escape impending blitz. Torn from her mother, 8-year-old Anna Sands is relocated with other children to a large Yorkshire estate, which has been opened up to evacuees by Thomas and Elizabeth Ashton, an enigmatic childless couple. Soon Anna gets drawn into their unravelling relationship, seeing the things that are not meant for her eyes, and finding herself part witness and part accomplice to a love affair with unforeseen consequences. A story of longing, loss, and complicated loyalties, combining a sweeping narrative with subtle psychological observation. The Very Thought of You is not just a love story, but a story about love. And I really have already started to enjoy this book, so that's what I'm reading at the minute. Yes, I'm enjoying reading it so far, and it's writing as the first person, and yeah, that is my book that I'm reading now. So that's the books that I want to finish and read this year. So and I will do some more videos. I will do some more of our book videos in the coming months. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy these videos. If you'd like to give me some recommendations of books, it's truly welcomed. And yeah, I hope that and share what books have you read and that you liked and what you thought of them. So, and comment below if you want to share me your books that you've read. And yeah, I just want this to be a community. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and there will be more to come. And so I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.